the house, the one they talking about, word of mouth. The boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
What's up? This is Sakura A of Boxing Playhouse, and I got Emelio Santana with me tonight. And this is After Dark series. And of course, tonight we want to talk about everything that just went down with Triple G and then more. Plus, we want to find out exactly what's going on in 2021 already, baby. You ready for this?
So ready, so ready.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and introduce our guest for tonight, the Money Team's very own DC. DC is in the house all the way from DC. How are you doing tonight?
I'm great. How y'all doing?
All right.
Great. I mean, I'm getting all kinds of gifts next week, so why wouldn't I be happy right now?
I know that's right. Hey. You know,
mucho grande. You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
He got like 50 gifts in his house for all his different lady friends, baby.
What?
Yeah.
I don't have nothing. I don't even have a tree up. You know, I don't have nothing.
Now, you know, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hey, they might bypass me.
I seriously doubt that.
Hey.
Now,
it's been that kind of year, right?
Well, I mean, it has been that kind of year, yes. You definitely are correct. I mean, at the beginning of this coronavirus, did you ever see us having any boxing matches this year?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought it was like a real shutdown. So kudos to all these promotional companies and networks and apps and everything that were able to make it happen in these bubbles.
Yeah. Some of them were successful, and unfortunately, some of them weren't. But you know, ours was. That's all. You know. Hey.
Well, that's all day. Like, that's every day that it's going to be successful. So now, our first question is about the fights tonight with Triple G. I mean, did you see anything that impressed you about Triple G tonight?
Not really. I mean, he was fighting a duck. He was fighting a duck that was undefeated, but he was a duck. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I can't give him a whole lot of credit except for doing what he's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I think if he get back in there with Canelo, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. I mean, it's gonna be tricky, but it does look like Triple G has a lot more. What do you say? Still power in his engine than what maybe Canelo was hoping for by waiting him out all this time.
Yeah, but you know, Father Time has a way of catching up to you when you least expect it.
That's very true.
You know, yeah, you couldn't tell it tonight, but that's because of who he was in the ring with.
Well, that's correct.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lesser skilled opponent for sure. I mean, Emelio, what did you think?
I feel the same way. He did what he's supposed to do. He fought a dude only had like 5 knockouts, so he didn't really possess no kind of, you know, threat power wise. Right. You know,
because you're not going out boxing.
Right.
That ain't happening. So if you don't knock him out, you don't stand a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
DC, how you feel about they saying he beat Bernard record with you know title defenses, but I said that kind of looked kind of tarnished because he had a loss in there. You know, I know Bernard went, you know, undefeated with his you know, with his shoot. But Triple G had that loss with Canelo, but they saying he beat Bernard's record with title defenses.
Yeah, but you know, but my thing is with that, you got to look at the quality
of
opponents that he fought to get there. Bernard ain't ducked nobody.
Right.
He fought everybody they put in front of him. He didn't pick and choose anybody. Bernard was like, line him up, and I'm gonna get him up out of here.
Definitely.
So I mean, he broke the record, but hey.
You just don't sound too excited right now. I'm gonna need for you to pick it up, DC.
No. I mean, I'm just saying, you fight a duck to break the record. Okay.
Wow. Ow.
Let's wait to Cinco de Mayo and see what happens.
Damn, like you went in on that one, DC. All the way in.
I'm just keeping it 100.
DC, every time you come on, I gotta represent the TMT, and I put the TMT.
Oh, I see you representing.
You see it?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Well, DC, that brings up a great point that a lot of fans want to know. I mean, I'm looking at some comments here now, and basically, I'm just like curious. I mean, what is the money team exactly? I know you guys have apparel. I know it's
the money team.
Floyd Mayweather.
The money team is a way of life.
So anybody can decide that they want to be a money teamer.
I mean, really, at the end of the day, yeah. I mean, it's a way of life. The way you live in your life.
What if the money team decides that you ain't living your life right to be a money teamer? I mean, will y'all tell somebody like, dude, you ain't representing the money team too hot right now? I mean, is this something that has happened?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's a business, it's an organization, it's a movement, everything, and you got to represent it properly. You can't be out here acting a fool. We don't, we ain't with that nonsense. So,
DC, how long you been affiliated with the money team?
Man, about 10 years, 12 years, 12 years.
Really?
I mean, I've known Floyd. I've known Leonard forever. I've known Floyd for a long time as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's family. That's both of them family. So
right.
I can't.
I'm gonna rock with them till the wheels fall off.
Oh yeah.
So we got Rocky Dowdy. He says, "Hello, team. Wishing you both a Merry Christmas."
All right.
And then Merry Christmas to you also. And then Rocky Dowdy. He says, "Hello, team. Wishing you both a Merry Christmas." Jose Miguel, what's up? Rogelio, mi amor, love you. Why gracious? who is he talking to? I don't know if he's talking to y'all too. Or
nah, he ain't talking to us.
About you. He's talking about you, baby.
I'm trying to put that on somebody else. But if you are talking to me, thank you so much. I mean, damn. DC, it's been a rough year in 2021, but I want you to 2020. So what has been your best fight that you've seen this year?
It gotta be our guy Tank.
Okay.
I mean, the way he knocked Santa Cruz out, my God. I mean,
yeah, that was a tough one.
I've seen a lot of boxing in my days, and that knockout right there, I put it up there as one of the top ones.
I mean, that knockout was ferocious, and I
say that from. I mean, yeah, we've all seen big knockouts from fights that weren't top fighters fighting each other. But as far as a championship fight with two top fighters, that knockout there was probably the most brutal one. I mean, man, when I saw Santa Cruz go down, it frightened me.
I was just about to say it scared me how he didn't move for a long time.
Right.
And also just the fact that I'm a huge Leo Santa Cruz fan, like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you get
kindest heart in boxing.
yeah. I mean, you gotta, anybody that's a boxing fan, no matter what, you gotta love Santa Cruz as a fighter, as a person, as a family guy. You know, you gotta love him. So watching that knockout, I'm just thankful that he's okay.
Yeah.
He didn't sustain it. Doesn't look like any kind of permanent damage or anything. So, that was the good thing.
Do you see that?
Because the first thing, I don't know if y'all saw, when he got knocked out, Leonard actually jumped out his seat and ran over to his corner.
Wow.
I saw that. I saw Leonard over there in his corner.
Right. But that just goes, our team, it's not about self, boxing is a fraternity, just like all the other sports, and you never want to see anybody get hurt or get injured, no matter what the situation is.
Definitely.
Damn. But that fight there probably was the
cats. Yeah, that one was pretty good. Now, what did you think about Spence's performance versus Danny Garcia? That was a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I'll say I was very impressed with Earl. I love Earl. I was very impressed from the standpoint of, you just didn't know how he would bounce back from that accident.
Yeah.
Because, that was a very, I can't even put into words when I saw that video.
Yeah.
I couldn't even look at it. After I looked at it that one time, I didn't even want to look at it again. If you want to talk about angels watching over somebody, man.
That's what I said. I said, "Woo, God is real."
Yeah.
For sure. I don't understand. Like, and then to be able to come back in the ring and just really
and dominate.
Do a shutout. For real.
Yeah. And not taking away from Danny. Danny is a great fighter, a great champion, great guy. Earl a different dog. Earl got that dog in him, But I'm gonna tell you what really impressed me. The two things that really impressed me the most about Earl was his jab, number one, and his defense. Really impressed me the most in that fight.
DC, what do you think of went between Earl and Terrence Crawford?
Man, you just got two great fighters, great champions that are going to put on one hell of a fight if it happens. I hope it does happen. I hope Terrence does the right thing for Terrence.
Right.
Well,
Earl said he want to spend time with his horses first.
Huh?
Earl said he want to spend a little time with his horses first.
Yeah, definitely. He deserved that after his fight, his win. He deserved that.
Excuse me, for the summer of next year.
Oh, for the summer, the break over, vacation over by then. It's time to get back. It's time to get it on.
DC, you was just talking about how these guys are not fighting, the level of competition that, B-Hop fought. And now we're coming up on a situation where we have these boxers now not even coming up with 2 fights a year. 2, 3 fights. Do you think that, 3 fights a year seems pretty, it seems like you barely see that anymore.
Me personally, I think part of the problem is, and it's in all sports, it's a generational thing.
Okay.
This generation of fighters, very few of them have that dog in them.
Okay. Gotcha.
And what I mean by that, like back in the day, in my era, and And we were talking about that at the gym today. Me, Sean Bay Mitchell, Andrew Council, who used to box. Back then, all the fighters, they could be friends. But guess what? They ain't had no problem fighting each other. You know, all that, oh, I'm not gonna fight him. That's my bro, that's my brother. Look, this is a business at the end of the day. You know, you can fight, and at the end of the day, y'all go out to dinner and everything back cool. But now, it's like, oh no, I ain't gonna fight him. That's my boy.
Man, DC, you went back when you said Andrew Consul. I remember Winky fought him.
Yeah. Andrew, that's my guy.
He from DC, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was with him today. Him and Sean Bay. We were all in the gym with Jaleel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How is our major doing?
Oh, he's doing great. He's doing great. He's just staying ready. He's staying ready. You know, 2021 definitely gonna be his year to debut and turn pro. So he just staying in the gym, staying prepared, staying focused. He's doing 2 or 3s a day in the gym, getting a lot of work in, and he just, you know, he's staying ready. So when the time comes, trust me, he gonna be ready.
DC, I thought we was gonna catch him on that Tank undercard, man. We was hoping to see him on that.
Yeah, well, the problem was they didn't have a big undercard on that fight. They just basically did Tank fight with Santa Cruz and did the 2 co-main events.
Right.
So it wasn't a full fight card. And that, you know, because of the pandemic, they wanted to have the least people as possible at the fight. I mean, I didn't even go to the fight.
Right.
Yeah, they really cut down the number of people that they even wanted at the fight.
You see, I gotta ask you this before we get too far, man. Well, how do you felt about the Roy Jones Mike Tyson fight?
I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was good for boxing. You know, some people didn't think it was, but I thought it was good. It was an exhibition. You know, both of them came in great shape. I mean, I was impressed. You know, that both of them at that age could get in boxing shape. You know, I thought Tyson won the fight.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I thought Tyson won the fight, but I can understand why they gave it a draw. I think Roy impressed me too. I think with Roy was doing a whole lot of hold. He was like, I'm not letting Mike get off on me, so I'm gonna grab his ass every time I feel like he can load up on me. I mean, hey, that's part about it.
On him, right?
You know,
and he made sure he stick around the middle and everything, so he could take them punches.
Right. Yeah, but no, I thought it was good for boxing. I wasn't really happy with the Logan Paul Nate Robinson fight. I didn't like that. You know, and I know Nate Robinson. Nate is a dog. You know, straight from the streets. Nate can fight. He ain't afraid of nobody.
No, he showed he wasn't.
But
now he
showed that you can't play boxing. You can play basketball. You play all that. You can't play boxing. Right. And
absolutely.
But I think what bothered me the most, and I was mad because what happened, I saw it coming, and I just feel like the referee should have stopped the fight after the second knockdown because Nate never recovered from that second. He really didn't recover from the first one, but that second one, he never recovered from the fight, and the referee should have stopped the fight. Because
if it was exhibition, I don't understand why it was like they was like. I mean, he was really trying to knock him out.
Yeah, well, you know, you also got 2 guys that never really fought before, so they. You know, they excited, you know, pay-per-view. But yeah, I just thought, you know, and they clown Nate on social media and all that's cool. But, you know, people that know boxing and take it serious, it should have bothered people because, you know, he was laying down, he was out. Like,
yeah.
I was more fearful of him than when Santa Cruz got knocked out. because when Nate fell, both of them, it was bad. But when Nate fell, he fell flat on his face, you know. And I remember I was sitting there watching with my pops, and I was like, I just kept yelling, man, he need to stop it. He need to stop it. And then bam, you know. But you can't play boxing. You can't do it.
Absolutely. You know, the thing that I wanted to explore with you is whether or not you like the overall experiment of an exhibition bout.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know, not at all, because it's an exhibition. If fighters want to come out and do exhibitions, then so be it. I mean, they've been doing it forever. I mean, Ali used to do it all the time. You know, but people in this generation don't know the history, so they're quick to be like, you know, after Floyd made the announcement that he was going to fight Logan Paul, you know, people text me, go, man, your man messing up boxing, he ruining boxing. I'm like, what do you mean? It's an exhibition. It's an exhibition,
right?
You know, and then my thing is, it's business. Anybody that gets offered the kind of money and the money that Floyd demands to fight, if a person is going to offer you that, guaranteed, none of them fools are going to turn it down.
You know that's right. They show that way.
Yeah,
if it was a real fight, they still wouldn't turn it down.
Right. I mean, I'm telling you, it's an exhibition. It's not even sanctioned or anything. You know, chill out. You know. So, you know.
Look how many people wanted to fight Conor after Floyd did.
Right.
They talked all that noise, and then everybody got in line trying to get him after Floyd.
And they still getting in line trying to fight. You know, because they know they can get a payday.
Right.
Line them up, then. Line them up. That's what I say.
I mean, but at the end of the day, you know, it's about your livelihood. Get as much money you can. Do the right thing with your money, and live your life. You know.
Right.
And be able to still think and talk after your fight career is over, and be able to still live comfortably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to live comfortably, and you want to be able to have your faculties and know, you know, what you're doing and enjoy.
Exactly.
What you're so hard for.
Exactly. That's why I tell these young fighters now, like, 101 at boxing is hit and not get hit. All that trying to be tough and I'm a stand there, go toe to toe. It ain't about that.
Right.
It's about hit and not get hit. Right. Period. You know, people, Floyd running around the ring. No, he not. He's smart. That's why he's the smartest fighter in the history of boxing. Mm-hmm. Because remember, the objective is hit and not get hit.
Yes, and we want to congratulate him on being a 2021 Hall of Famer, international style.
Definitely. The grand champ, you deserve it.
Yes.
First ballot. And TBE, what can I say?
Yeah. And I also was very excited that Cotto was in that class too. And I look forward.
And shout out to Andre Ward. Yeah. You know, congrats to Andre. And Layla Ali.
Yeah. Layla Ali. Exactly. Yeah. The ladies are finally getting in.
Yeah. And Vladimir, I think Vladimir got on there too, right?
And Wolf.
And Wolf, don't forget him.
Yeah. So, you know, all of them are well deserved. All of them.
That's a super class right there. I mean, like, they came out hard on that class, like, you know, we had to sit out this year, but here you go. We're bringing out all the best of the best for this year. Next year.
Yeah. And all, like I said, all of them were well deserved. You can't question none of them at all. Their record speaks for itself.
And I'm feeling bad for Christy Martin and Riker, because, you know, this year was supposed to be the first year that women were being inducted. Well, it still is, but there wasn't a ceremony or anything. I guess I'm wondering how they're going to handle that next year. Is it going to be like a double ceremony for this year's class and next year's too? Like, it's going to be interesting, and I think it's going to be a huge event. because Money May is involved. And,
Definitely.
you know, it's a heavy hitting class, if you ask me. So I'm
definitely.
looking forward to it. Let's just hope COVID allows us all to get together so we can celebrate.
Definitely, because that's going to be something to really celebrate, you know.
Yeah, can of soda style.
Yeah. They gonna shut that little town down.
Yeah. All day.
Right. That one block town. The march, the parade, one block, and you in another town.
You wrong. Well, I was gonna ask you, you know, before we let you go, because I know you gotta go real quick, like DC.
I'm good.
So what I was gonna ask you is about this Canelo fight coming up tomorrow. I want to get your predictions before you leave the show. Like, what you think is gonna go down? You got Callum Smith, who is actually the champion at 168, who won the Super Series, World Series.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Canelo, who's, well, to some, he's the face of boxing, even though I argue that we didn't see that face this year. Yeah. So what do you think about all of this?
I mean, I think it's going to be a good fight, but Canelo's experience, his boxing IQ, it's unmatched at that weight class. I mean, he's not going to be able to, you know, do a whole lot with Canelo. Canelo too smart. You know, the best thing that Canelo could have ever done in his career was fight Floyd when he fought him, because he learned so much fighting Floyd and grew as a fighter after that fight.
Right.
I absolutely concur. You're damn right on that, and it's on many levels. I mean, yeah. So you're learning about the big mega fights. You're learning about marketing. You're learning about, you know, how elusive a boxer can be in there with you when they want to be.
Yeah. He learned so much fighting Floyd. You know, that he was able to really take off with his career. Right. And not saying that he wouldn't have if he wouldn't have fought Floyd, but definitely that fight played a role in the direction that his career has taken. So he's definitely, to me, top 5 right now.
DC, who you feel is the number 1 pound for pound guy right now?
Oh, man.
And I was just about to pin him down on what round he sees Canelo winning in.
I mean, pound for pound, you know, I mean, everybody got their own. To me personally, and I know I might sound biased because he's with us, but I got to go with Tank.
Tank.
And the reason why I'm going with Tank got that star power. Tank got that knockout power. And his record blemished.
Well, you ain't said nothing wrong yet.
I mean, you know, people got to understand. Look at Tank age and look at what he's done in boxing. He's the pay-per-view king right now. Right. Tank at 22 was selling out arenas that most fighters couldn't.
Baltimore, Atlanta, and now the latest.
He's talking about a place that holds 25,000 people. And he did it back to back. And I guarantee you, if it weren't for COVID, the fight against Santa Cruz them tickets would have sold out in a week.
Right.
So when you look at the pound for pound, you gotta look at the boxing, but you gotta look at the whole picture. He the whole package.
So that's your definition of a pound for pounder, is someone that's real rounded and is A+ on every level.
Yeah, because to me, you could be undefeated, but does that, just because you undefeated, make you pound for pound?
Right.
Especially if you only fight one time a year or one time every other year here and there, and you fight on
competition.
Right, you fight, your competition ain't there, or you fighting on none against none of the networks, but you're not fighting on pay-per-view, you know. You're not fighting on Showtime. You know, so I mean, to me, a lot goes into just being a pound for pound fighter. You know, just like when people talk about the greatest basketball player, the greatest boxer, and that's that. It's more to it than just the sport. You know, it's have you changed the whole narrative in that sport? Like, you know, they talk about LeBron and Michael Jordan. I'm going to always have to go with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan changed basketball, sports, TV, and everything. Marketing, clothing. He changed the game.
Shoes.
Right.
You had never heard of no basketball player having their own shoe before Michael.
You talk about 30 years ago and people still lining up around the corner in shoe stores to get some of his shoes.
That's true. Right. And then you got them classic photos of him just flying in the air. Like, I mean, just wow. Like, it's still amazing today.
Yeah.
You know?
So I mean, I gotta put Tank up there. Right now, my top 5, it would be Tank, Errol, Crawford, Canelo. Number five. Honestly, I would pick the Gypsy King.
Fury, I do think he's in the top 5, actually, even as a heavyweight. Some people don't even like to put heavyweights in their pound for pound list.
Hey, look what he did. Look what he's doing. I mean, everybody keeps talking about, oh, he had illegal gloves on. Show me the evidence. I mean, you can't put a bone like that out in boxing. You got to have evidence to back it up. And I'm not saying they don't, but I haven't seen it or heard it. So to me, as far as boxing, and that man could go in Wembley Stadium, they sell out 100,000 people, and he could probably sell it out.
Wow.
Well, what do you think about Lomachenko's recent revelation from his new video on the fact that he thinks that the judges were bribed to score against him?
Again, show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. You know.
What do you think about that, Emelio?
Yeah, that's he's searching for something, man. He just took a loss, man. T.O. won that fight to me, so I don't see
it. Wasn't close to me. The fight wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel it was close, but he's saying that he should have at least gotten a draw.
No.
Now, okay, we saying no on that level. Now, for your last topic, we're going to switch and we're going to find out exactly how you evolved with Mayweather Promotions. Yes, dear.
I have one more thing before we go there with DC.
Okay.
DC, is it too late? Is it too late for Adrian Broner?
No, it's never too late.
Too late for what?
To come back and be the superstar that he said he was or could be. Can he turn things around and be that champion, world champion again, and really live up to that expectation? You know, they thought at one time he was going to be the man to follow Floyd, and he didn't quite live up to the expectation. I know.
When people do that, that's the problem. That is the problem. People got to stop putting people to be the next Floyd, the next Michael Jordan. You look at everybody in the NBA that they say we're going to be the next Michael Jordan. Look what happened to him. Too much pressure. Don't even put that pressure on them people, but that's how they do. Do I think he can make a comeback? It's all up to him.
Absolutely.
It's all up to him. And the thing is, it's not even about his boxing skills.
Oh, really? Okay.
He got the skill set. Sometimes I don't even know if he knows the boxing skill set that he got. But again, you can't play boxing. If you're gonna put your all into it, put your all into it.
Okay.
And keep your all into it.
I
If
don't
he did that,
yeah.
oh yeah, if he did that, he could come back and be world champion again.
What's
If he fought at 135 or even maybe 140, but at 135, he should have stayed at 135. He'd still be dominating 135 now.
I agree with that. I mean, for some reason, Broner is always like, I always root for him. I'm like, he gonna get it right one day. Well, we do got some comments. We got the beautiful Dahlia Duran. She says, fight smart. Absolutely. Malachi, he says, shalom. What's up, Malachi? And we got Mike Oliver. He says, hello. And Alex says, what's up, Boxing Playhouse?
What's up, Alex?
And then Mike Oliver says, how are you doing today? Absolutely gorgeous and fine, honey. And Alex says, shit, Teofimo Lopez will beat him again.
I agree, and it might be worse.
And then Alex says, AB gotta get his dedication back 100%.
Yeah, that's all he got to do. That's all he got to do. You know.
Well,
but it's up to him. It's up to him. You know.
We're gonna talk about your career real quick. You know, your position and career has, you know, transformed throughout the years with Mayweather Promotions. And I want to know, like, you know, where do you see it going next? I mean, you've done a lot, and then now you're recruiting. What could you be doing next?
Hey, Scott, I don't limit myself. I never limit myself, you know. I know God got plans for me still. And hopefully after this pandemic is over, you know, we'll see where they go. But, you know, my heart, my love is with Mayweather Promotions, and that's where it'll always be. You know.
DC, you're smiling a little bit too much. I think you're withholding information from you. DC already. DC is hiding, so I can always detect when he's trying to, you know.
No. I mean, you know, 2021. I mean, my plans and my hope is that, you know, this pandemic will go away at some point. Things open back up. In a safe manner, we can get the fans back into the arenas for boxing. And honestly, me personally, my plan is to get Jalil's professional debut and guide his career into a world champion career. That's my number one focus in 2020. You know, advising him, you know, help managing him and get him where we want him to be.
Well, I concur 110% because you know I love me some Jalil Major Hatchet.
Yeah, that's my number one goal, honestly. You know, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna still be doing other things, you know, with Mayweather Promotions and with Leonard, but you know,
are you darling? Are you darling?
Huh?
Are you darling?
Yeah, but my main thing is Jalil's career.
Okay, well, yeah. I like that answer. I'm just saying, like, you always be trying to, like, my meter is going off with him right now that he's
holding back something.
Yeah, he's holding back something.
Nah. I'm just, you know, I'm chilling. You know, I'm trying to get through this year. You know, get through Christmas and get through my birthday, and then after that, you know, after the new year, after January the 1st, I'm gonna finish celebrate my birthday a little bit, and then, you know, focus on Jalil.
You be really celebrating too. DC take the whole month and celebrate it, baby. You ain't seen no celebration like DC do it. I mean, he eating a gourmet meal every damn night with it too. I be peeping your game.
Hey, I mean, hey, I gotta be able to cook to be able to eat, right?
Oh no, it look like you got a private chef over there cooking in.
Oh no, it's Chef Curry doing all the cooking. I don't let nobody in my kitchen.
Curry. Dang, ladies, y'all are missing out on a real bachelor. He got cooking skills over there.
Yeah, some of them just don't want to do right.
You heard that word right, some of them. That's what they said. That's why I told you.
Most of them don't want to do right,
You got about 50 presidents over there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what's going on with Mayweather Promotions for the new year that you can, kind of like actually tell us. I mean, recently, we got some video footage of John Pascal starting training. So, the first thing that came to my mind is like, is this Badu Jack fight, this rematch about to really happen? What can you tell?
I'll say this, it has to happen. Badu is probably the most nicest, humblest fighter that I've ever met. And he keeps getting on the wrong end of the stick with decisions. Dang. I've never seen any other fighter in my time that happened to like that. And it's like, this is a good person. Like, you would think that happened to somebody that's just a knucklehead, or just, but
ain't got the game together. Yeah.
I mean, he beat Pascal in that first fight in Atlanta. Yeah, he started off slow, but from round probably 6, he dominated.
Yeah, and they both had knockdowns, so that was an equalizing thing.
Right.
Then you had to go on the rounds.
Yeah.
But
2021 is going to be, I mean, we're going to continue to do what we do. We're going to put on the best boxing shows and highlight the best. Tank is going to still be doing his thing. Got a lot of things ahead. We got a lot of young up-and-coming fighter. Richard Hitchens just fought last week.
Okay.
Hopefully. Yeah. So we got to, Jaleel is going to be right there in the mix come the new year.
Yeah, I can't wait for that announcement.
Floyd will be fighting in February, so everybody tune in. To his fight. I know people are, he messing up boxing. Nah, it's an exhibition.
Right.
Yeah.
It's an exhibition. So, enjoy the exhibition.
Yeah, it's fine to me. I mean, they're like really, they like to like, if Mayweather does it, then it's wrong. I don't know what that's about. But then again, I do. But
yeah, it'll be February 20th. On it's pay-per-view.
Okay.
On Famino, I think that's how you pronounce it.
I don't know.
Famio, Famio.
Famio.
I mean, it's gonna be some. I mean, let's face it, we're in a pandemic right now. A lot of people at home don't have a lot of entertainment. This entertainment,
Now, we got Alex here. He says, Devin Haney better stay away from Tio Lopez. Agree or not?
Shit, right now, everybody needs to. that boy can fight,
But, I mean, most people are not looking forward to a Devin Haney versus Tio fight. They're looking forward to Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, or Tank Davis versus a Loma, or versus a Lopez. Like, they want to throw him in there with Lopez if he can stay down at 135. So where do you see this going for Tank?
To the top. Continue to rise to the top.
It seems like if you fight Tank, then you make the most money with Tank because it's going to be a pay-per-view.
Tank is the cash cow. And that's what people got to understand. And that's why I put him right next pound for pound. He's undefeated. He got a 97% knockout ratio. He's putting people in every seat in every arena. What more do you want?
I better get a better seat next time, DC.
Last time we saw DC
That's
was in
last time we
Atlanta.
saw it, Atlanta, and he passed us right by. He was like so busy. He
Last
just
time we
passed
saw
us
you,
by.
DC, with Tank Fought Gamboa.
Yeah.
Man, it was so crazy up there, man. That weekend, that might have been the craziest weekend for a fight that I've ever been a part of.
And you lost your phone. Yeah, all kinds of stuff happened to you that weekend.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, all of them can talk, and they can get in line. They can get in line.
Okay. So for this particular fight that Alex is talking about, do you see Devin Haney being able to cause any problems for Lopez at this moment?
He has the skill set. The thing that I'm worried about in a fight like that is Telefimo got power. Devin got the smart.
That's pretty much how that works.
But he got Telefimo got power.
We got our Florida boxing commissioner's referee and judge, Christopher Young. And he actually has a book that you can purchase on Amazon too. And it's if you want to have a career in the sport of boxing. But he says a round robin with those fighters is what boxing needs. Garcia, Davis, Lopez, and Haney.
Definitely.
Chris was just working tonight. He did the fight on the co-main event on the Triple G fight. He was just working.
Shout out to Chris. He's a hard-working man, and he always supports Boxing PlayHouse, and we're gonna support him right back.
Yeah, we definitely need that, you know. And you can't leave out Shakur, because I'm gonna tell you.
Oh yeah,
about to bring him up.
Shakur really impressed me last week. He really, I mean, he's always impressed me, but for some reason last week watching him and just focusing on him, yeah, he gonna be a problem.
He had honed in and worked on power.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. I mean, I don't know what you saw as well, but he's always been great defense, and you know,
he always had speed.
Right,
yeah, he always had speed, but his punching power and his accuracy was on point.
DC, growing up, man, over the years, who's been your favorite fighter?
Wow. I guess being from the DC area, number one was Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, I've known Ray since I was like 7, 8. No, I'm probably a little older than that. Maybe about 8 or 9. During the summertime, my mother used to, she was a school teacher, but during the summertime, she used to work at the recreation center.
Right.
And she used to work at one called Pepper Mill. And when Ray lived over in Palmer Park around the corner from there, he used to actually train over at Pepper Mill. And so when I was little, you know, he would always come in the gym and train. So I got a chance to see him when I was actually little. So Ray would be, you know, my first one. And number 2 would definitely be my best friend of 35 years, Sean Bay Mitchell.
Okay.
They would be my number 2. I mean, we go back since we were little. You know, we've been best friends forever. I'm his best man at his wedding, and you know, if I ever got married, he would be my best man. I don't know if I will, but if I did.
Oh my Lord, see.
What's Sean Bay doing now, man? Is he training fighters?
Yeah, Bay is actually getting back into training fighters. So he got a few in Baltimore that because he now lives in Baltimore with his wife. But he's trying to get back into the boxing, talking about getting a gym and things of that nature. So, you know, he's trying to get back in it, but I told him, you know, stay away from that legend. You know, don't go that far with it.
Right.
You know. So, but yeah, he mixed boxing, you know, and you know, I guess he see a lot of the fighters that, you know, that's getting in the Hall of Fame and winning the Hall of Fame, and you know, he's never been mentioned. But you know, a lot of people that know boxing know Sean Bay and know the quality of fighters he fought, and his record. I mean, his record. Sean Bay has a Hall of Fame record. Sean Bay was 58-5. The 5 fights he lost to all fighters that pretty much are Hall of Famers.
Right.
Purdue, Floyd, Paul Williams, may not have been a Hall of Famer. Paul Williams, that was one of his last fights he lost. But he fought anybody that was in his weight class, he fought that nobody else wanted to fight. Matter of fact, when Paul Williams was fighting and Paul was at the top of his game, nobody would fight Paul Williams. And Sean Bay was like, well, shit, I'll fight him. Yeah, we didn't want him to take the fight because we knew, Paul was throwing over 100 punches a fight.
Yeah.
Sean Bay only 5'6", 5'5", and Paul was 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
That was Sean Bay. Sean Bay wasn't scared to fight anybody.
DC, were you cool with William Joppy? You know him?
Oh, that's my guy. Yeah. Yeah, that's my guy. Joppy got a gym out here. He out in Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I talk to Joppy once in a while. Keith Holmes.
Keith Holmes. I was getting ready to say Keith Holmes.
Yeah. I talk to Keith all the time. Keith stay at the gym. Keith ready to fight right now. And I guarantee you, if Keith get in the ring with any of them old timers, Keith gonna win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Maybe that's the next exhibition.
Oh, definitely. I would love to see Keith come back and fight in the Legends tournament.
Why not? I mean, these old timers, that's the only thing that bothers me about today's boxing is, the boxers now are making so much more money than the boxers back then.
Yeah. And
they're not taking the risk that these old timers took. As far as, fighting multiple times a year, high level competition, all of them. There was no such thing as a tune-up fight or a stay busy fight back then.
Yeah, and part of it is the times have changed, the money has changed, social media now kind of, I wouldn't say controls the platform, but let's face it. Are you gonna fight somebody that got 5 million followers, or you gonna fight somebody that got 5,000?
Yeah, it's a business.
That's true.
It's a business. Yeah. How many people gonna buy this fight? How many people gonna follow this person and get in them seats? It's a business.
Right.
Back then it was a business too, but you still would always have the best fighting the best, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this guy told me, DC? He said back in the day, you used to go to the sports section and find boxing. He said now you got to go to the business section to find it.
Yeah, and that's crazy. Yeah, the Washington Post here always had a boxing section. Hey, like you said, you got to go to the business of the style section there.
All right, we got Alex. He said he does have a good question, and then we're gonna get back to Mike's question and wrap things up for the night. And he says, "Has DC, if it's true that Michael Williams Jr. called out Devin Haney?"
Now that I haven't heard.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Really?
Yeah, really. But he's getting ready to fight a European champion.
Yeah. Michael Williams?
Mm-hmm. Michael Williams Jr. Yeah. Okay. And then we got, let's see, all these young fighters don't even have their grown men power yet. Once they gain that grown man power, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I keep telling Jaleel that. Jaleel ain't even grown. He just turned 17, and he ain't even. And I mean, Jaleel strong as a little ox, but when you start getting that man power, it's gonna be man down.
Ooh, that's gonna be so excited.
Yeah.
And then Mike says, Ali Roy Jones Jr. He's real cool guy.
Oh, definitely. I actually played ball against Roy Jones basketball when he used to play ball. We played against each other semi-pro when he played for the semi-pro team.
That is hilarious. I want to know, what did you win or what?
Of course.
Was it
Boxing used to be my first love. I mean, basketball. I'm sorry.
Basketball.
Was it right before a fight, DC?
Huh?
Was it right before a fight?
Actually, I think he had stopped fighting. at that time. Well, he was doing both. Nah, he was actually doing both.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
DC, did you have anything else to wrap up with us before we?
Oh no, I just want to say I always appreciate you all, and definitely going to always support y'all. Whenever y'all need me, I ain't nothing but a phone call away. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Appreciate you all, and hey, just keep doing y'all thing.
Hey,
2021 coming around the corner, and I know y'all got some big and better things lined up for 2021.
Most definitely.
Yeah, of course. I mean, every year we want to try to build on what was already accomplished the year before. But I want to thank you personally for always taking time out for us. And even when I have to call in those favors for that last minute add on.
I got y'all. You already know that.
But I got one more thing to tell them, baby.
Oh, what?
You wore that outfit on purpose tonight, didn't you? Because that's what you were supposed to send me.
Oh.
I was supposed to get the camouflage. I told you I love that. And you was like, I got you.
What size you wear?
I think that you wore this on purpose to tease me with that.
What size you wear?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you behind it. I
got you.
And I'll just hide that little, tidbit.
I got you. I'll make sure y'all get something nice. Both of y'all.
My camera makes me look thinner,
DC, I was just gonna say, I hope next year be, the pandemic go away, man, and we'll be able to hook up with you somewhere in Vegas somewhere.
Oh, definitely. Oh, I'm gonna have to come down there.
Hey.
Yeah, you're overdue for a Florida trip.
Yeah. I need to come down and get some of that sun and I love it by the water. Anywhere by the water, that's me all day.
We got some of the best beaches down here in Clearwater.
It's the best beaches in the country.
Oh yeah, well shit. I'm gonna be on the next plane smoking.
Is it snow on the ground up there?
Actually, it snowed 2 days ago, but now it's cold. But it ain't really do a whole lot right here.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, we got somebody. Mike Oliver. He wants to say he's a professional fighter, so I guess he wants you to check him out. DC. Okay, so
send me a follow on IG, and
that's right. Make sure you give everybody your IG account information.
It is DC __ TMT.
That's right.
See.
And Alex, he also has a son that's a boxer too. I think they're in Tallahassee or Gainesville. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Here in Florida. DC, it's been wonderful talking to you. And we wish you the best for 2021.
Likewise. You all have a blessed Christmas and Happy New Year. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing yet. My birthday on New Year's Day, so I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. But if I'm not able to reach out to y'all and tell y'all Happy New Year, I'll do it at some point. I don't know. I might, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing yet.
Man, you a baby.
Pandemic limited my options.
Well, we love you. Like you said, I know you love the beach, so you'll disappear to somebody's beach.
I don't know. I might end up down in Vegas at the girls' collection.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, you want to get turned up this year? Okay. Just don't get turned down with COVID.
Oh no way! I'm taking that serious. Yeah.
You see, I'm a Capricorn too, man. My birthday in January.
Oh yeah, okay. Capricorn for life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
January too. I'm Aquarius, the first day, 21st.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I told Roy Jones that when Roy came on the show for a minute with Mike Williams, and I told him I was 2 days older than him, man. I'm just 2 days older than Roy Jones.
Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah, we get to meet some awesome, amazing people in the sport of boxing. through this podcast, and we're just happy that you're here to join us from time to time. And please,
I love it. You know, whenever you need me, whenever you want me on the show, all you got, you know how to reach me.
Hey, when he get ready to fight, bring him back on. DC, we want to talk with Jaleel when he get ready to do his fight.
Oh, definitely. You know, I already told y'all be the first ones to know.
Okay.
Yay! We love
Elliot and them. I love Elliot and them and all that. You know, fight hype and all that. But you all to be the first ones to know.
Hey, we appreciate
Yay! Thanks so much.
Definitely.
You all gonna get the exclusive.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Yeah. Last minute comment, DC. You almost made it through the show without somebody asking about Bud Crawford.
What they say?
Well, what they ask?
What they say?
Okay, it's Michael, and he says, "What are your thoughts about Bud Crawford at welterweight? Do you think he is great?"
Oh, definitely. He's a great fighter. Definitely one of the top pound for pound fighters out there. I mean, you can't take that away from him at all. Yeah, he's a great fighter. Great fighter. And probably end up being in the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I just hope we get that super fight that we all us big time.
Well, we hope that we get it before they turn 40 or 45 or something.
Right. Exactly. Well, I hope he go ahead and cross over that little bridge that's been extended to him, and go on and sign on up with Al so he can take care of him.
Yeah, come on home, Terrence.
Yeah, come on, be with your people, man.
Go back home to your people.
We got the
Black Lives Matter.
Tomorrow night you got the kid in his boots from Philly, man. What do you think about him?
Oh man, I love Ennis, man. I love that kid, man. He got the skill set. He got the charisma. Yeah. I enjoy watching him. Jaleel went up there and worked with him a couple of times.
Oh,
yeah.
Jaleel went up there, man, and worked with him and his dad and his dad, and did well. But no, I love Ennis. He's definitely an up and coming fighter that they better keep an eye on.
Right, definitely.
Yeah, that boy got some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For real.
Yeah.
Very athletic with his abilities too.
Yeah. And he ain't scared of nobody.
Right.
I wouldn't be either. Well, we'd love to talk to Ennis one day so we can find out exactly, what is he eating up there.
Hey, Philly, he eating them Philly cheesesteaks.
He got to be eating a little more than that. He got a secret or something, because boy, I mean,
he got that old school training.
Yeah, that old school training.
He back there hitting them semi wheels with the hammer and
yeah.
You got to have some nutrients to do all that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, DC, we're gonna let you go, sir.
Okay. You all take care. God bless y'all. I love y'all, and keep doing the great work you all doing. And hopefully in 2021, we can chop it up. We can break bread and watch some good fights live.
Oh yeah, I just long for them days to carry and come back again.
Right.
Enjoy your birthday, DC, and be safe, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Happy holidays.
All right, same to you. Y'all take care.
Okay.
All right, DC.
All right.
All right, that was our DC. I love him. He is TMT ready. And he go hard for Mayweather Promotions. He works very hard. So, I mean, this is what happens when people, they have a longevity in sports and a longevity in boxing. And they really dedicate like years and years to honing their craft and really, understanding boxing and being able to achieve, not just in the ring, but there's a lot of people outside the ring that are working hard to make sure that boxing fans get what they pay for.
Right.
And DC is one of those type people. I mean, it's not fly by night. It's not like you could just run up and be like, hey, I want to do boxing right now. You don't work that way. You got to like really work hard and grind and really meet people, be genuine. And always, you must have integrity.
DC's been a cool dude ever since we met him at the Thurman Pacquiao fight. He's been cool with us ever since, man, and comes on and show nothing but love. So, we definitely appreciate DC, TMT, the money team, y'all. They some cool people.
Absolutely. And you can sign up for DC on IG. He likes IG the best.
Like IG.
Yeah. So he's DC __ TMT. And for us, we're boxingplayhouse.com, IG, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Periscope. Wherever you want to find us, you can practically just type in Boxing Playhouse and we'll be there. And I'm also Sakura _A_ BPH over at IG. And you're Emelio Santana, just straight Emelio Santana with the EME.
2 E's.
2 E's, not an EMI, but EME over in at IG. And he's also Emelio Santana with Facebook. Right. And I am Sakura Armstrong, or the Brown Eyes, with Twitter as well as Facebook. So until next time, we thank you so much for being with us. And I want to toast to 2020 being in the bed almost. Click.
Can't wait for 2021.
Thank you so much, Emelio Santana, for joining me every week and making it fun and exciting and being your genuine self.
Much love, and I appreciate you, darling. All the good stuff you do and the knowledge and joy you bring to the boxing game. I appreciate you.
Oh, well, thank you. It's almost all because of you. Cheers, everybody, and have a wonderful holiday, a beautiful new year. And let's make sure that next year is a lot better than this year. Okay? From me to you, we wishing you hugs and kisses. And we're going to be out for 2 weeks. And you'll see us back here January 8th. Because we're taking our holiday too, baby. I mean, so we'll see you January 8th. It's going to be a ladies' night edition.
Ladies' night. Yes,
and I have a big surprise for you guys on that date. I got some beautiful women, so I know all of you guys are interested in that. So make sure you join us January 8th. It's going to be Facebook Live and YouTube. Thanks so much, and we'll see you guys all in the next year. Peace out.